Hey you all, this is LA Cashiato, hashtag The Adventures Awaits, doing probably my last update slash blog slash vlog, whatever you want to call it, on the DoorDash thing I got going on. Don't mind the car, I'm on my way to picking up my son, so you all are coming along for the ride. You know, he's at work, so I gotta go pick him up. Anyway, with that being said, and you'll see little splits of how I do my DoorDash. I'm trying to break it down so hopefully I can have others make sense of it. I don't know. I'm doing my best to make sense of it. You know, I finally figured out how to use the apps and whatnot. Don't mind me, I'm waiting for traffic to clear so I can get out there. Oh, better not. So, okay, let's get out there. So, come along with me to pick up my son while we talk. Now, as I said the other day, I'm into doing DoorDash right now. And so far, for me, you understand me? For me, it's working out okay for me right now. I have a disability, so I get a check once a month. And like everybody else, whether they're working a job, getting paid once a month, once a week, once every 2 weeks, you know, everybody, not just me, but everybody is living from paycheck to paycheck. And what inflation is right now, if that's what you want to call it, my peeps, it's crazy. Have you seen the price of eggs? I kid you not. I was working DoorDash about 2 days ago, and I went to go inside to get a drink and something to snack on because I didn't pack a cooler. I wasn't planning on working DoorDash that long. You know, about 2 hours, maybe 3 is okay for me. Granted, that's not a lot of money to live off of or whatever, but it suits me for what I want. You know, to get a drink, to put gas in my car. That way I'm not touching funds from my monthly check. That doesn't always last the entire month. So, you know, with that being said, you know, everybody's living from paycheck to paycheck. And I kid you not, the other day, like I was saying, I went into my local Publix to get a drink and something to snack on because about 2 days ago I was just staying around the area here in Loxahatchee. I wasn't feeling 100%. I didn't want to go far from home. So, like I was saying, I went into Publix to get a drink and a snack. And I was doing some price checking or whatever to see what groceries I might need because I have a camping adventure coming up. So I'm doing some price checking, and I know the prices change from week to week, but I just wanted to get a general idea. Okay. So I went down by the eggs, and I kid you not, for a dozen eggs, it was almost $10 flipping for a dozen eggs. That's like highway robbery. That's crazy. So when I get ready for my event next month, and including my camping adventure with my son and I, you know, I just wanted to get general prices on everything. I already have some stuff some meat in my freezer and some non-perishable stuff in a separate section in the house pantry, and I showed my daughter what I have for when I go camping, but I did tell her if you need it for yourselves when you're cooking, or if you're making something for the kids or whatever, you need it, use it. I can always replace it. You know, so, you know, when they go shopping, they shop for everybody as well. And with a few exceptions of them keeping special goodies for themselves and the kids in their room, which is fine. I do the same thing. I have particular water I like, particular snacks that I like, Gatorade that I like, that I keep in my room. My son does the same thing. So our extra goodies, you know, like I said, we keep stashed in our bedroom. Everything else goes in the pantry, the fridge, or the freezer. And like I said, I'll let them know, hey, this is mine, but if you need it for something else, go ahead and take it. Just let me know so I can replace it down the road. You know, we all share food. You know, we all cook for one another, or my daughter's husband cooks for the entire household, which that's usually more so the case, unless I already made something different for my son, or we grab for myself and my son, or we grab something out for ourselves and, you know, didn't bring nothing back for anybody else, or offer to bring anything back for anybody else. You know, that's fine. And that's what I love about DoorDash. You know, it's giving me a few extra funds to go to the store, see a cute little $10, $20 dress. Not that I wear dresses very often. It's a rarity that I do. Working DoorDash gives me that money to do that. Now, I'll figure out how to implement it in the video here. But 4 days worth of work, I made like $63.13. And that's working a total of like 6 hours and 45 minutes, because I'll work like maybe 3 hours a day. You know, that way I'm not killing my back. You know, because I can't sit or stand long for an amount of time, which doing DoorDash, at least I can get out the car and walk around and do what I need to do and stretch. So I'll work DoorDash for about 2, maybe 3 hours. And that's fine. That's fine for me. And that might not be fine for someone else or for you, but it works well for me. Okay? You know, and it gives me a little bit of extra money to get something to drink, go to Starbucks, get lunch somewhere. You know, put gas in my car, which DoorDash does give you cash rewards. And I had to put gas in my car a couple of days ago, and I earned 48 cents in cash back. You know, I forgot how much I have right now, but right now I'm kind of saving that. You know, I'm using it as a savings type account. So I'm curious to see how that works out for me. Now, as some of you all know, I used to do Lyft and Uber. And Lyft and Uber also has their delivery options along with rideshare. Here's what I did not like about Lyft and Uber is I'm having total strangers come into my car. Don't know who they are, don't know what they're about, whatever. And it was also during the time we got hit with COVID-19, and then they started opening everything back up, but we still had to wear masks at the time. So both Lyft and Uber, one of their rules and guidelines, and I hope this doesn't go against YouTube guidelines, but I'm the kind of person that I don't pull punches, I speak my mind. Lyft and Uber, and mind you, I'm using my personal vehicle for the rideshare option. They don't reimburse me for my gas. They reimburse me for the tolls. They kind of go by the mileage from point A, point B, and you don't get paid. You do not, I'll repeat one more time, you do not get paid until after you drop the customer off. So let's say I started from my house in Loxahatchee and had to drive 5 miles to pick up the customer. I'm not getting paid for that. I get paid, reimbursed for my tolls if I have to take the tolls. Okay? But I do not get paid before I pick up that customer. Once I pick up that customer, then yes, I'm on the clock. But I do not get paid until after I drop that customer off until I get them to their destination. And here's an example of that. I was doing Lyft, and I had to pick up a customer that was 10 miles from my house. Which, granted, okay, that don't sound far. I'm not getting paid from my house to that customer. So that 10 miles I had to drive to get to the customer, I'm not getting paid nothing for that. Second day, get in the car, I confirmed that I picked them up, and I had to take them down to Miami Airport. I don't know if anybody ever been to Manhattan, New York City, the Big Apple, but driving down Miami Airport in that general area there is like driving in Manhattan. And I'm originally from the Bronx, New York. So, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. For that 2 to 3 hours, because they're not taking into account for traffic jams, constructions, accidents, anything like that. You know, pick up somebody at 2 o'clock and I get to drop them off at 4 or 5 o'clock. The clock is ticking, but I do not get paid until I drop them off. So that 3-hour drive from my home to Miami was $150 because I did not get paid that 10 miles from my home to their home to pick them up. Okay. Another time, again, it was things starting to open back up after the shutdown from the pandemic. I get a couple of college students coming into my car. First thing I smell was alcohol. They didn't have nothing on them, but obviously they were out partying, or wherever it was that they were doing, they were partying somewhere. I didn't get them even to their destination before one of them got sick, and I had to shut down my app. They're not Lyft and Uber do not reimburse you for your cleaning supplies. You have to provide all your cleaning supplies yourself. Okay, they do not reimburse you for any of that. So the guy got sick in my car, threw up some in my car, so I had to shut down my app so I can clean and disinfect my car before I went and picked up my next customer. Okay, so I'm losing time and money on that. I'm losing money on cleaning supplies because I had to disinfect my car. They don't reimburse you for going through the car wash or anything like that. They don't help you really with routine maintenance on your car. They'll give you ideas where it may be a little bit cheaper, but not by much. Okay. They do kind of offer roadside assistance, so let's say I get a flat tire, I can get help. But with my auto insurance, I have that anyway. Now, what I'm about to say may contradict on why I stopped doing Lyft and Uber, because they're sending you into shady neighborhoods. They tell you and it's in their disclaimer, disclosure, whatever you want to call it. They tell you you cannot have any weaponry of any kind, not even pepper spray, in your vehicle to defend yourself. None. Now, I'm licensed to carry, legally licensed to carry, but like I said, and I'm trying not to go against YouTube guidelines. So, I'm not going to say what I normally have on me or with me or in my vehicle when I'm doing stuff like that. Just know that I have protection. But, like I was saying, Lyft and Uber tell you you cannot have anything in your car. Now, there is a little plus side in Lyft and Uber, DoorDash as well, that if you need help, you hit that button and they'll ask what you need and they'll send the proper authorities to you. But if it's an emergency, they're going to take 3 to 5 minutes pending traffic before they can get to you. So that means if I have emergency situations where I need the police to come help me and I gotta wait 5 minutes for them to get to me, and I got some crazy customer in the back of my car, what the bleep am I supposed to do? Now, if I'm in an area where I can just shut off my car and run into a store, yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to flight before I have to fight. But anything can happen during that time. Now, yes, granted, I am taking another risk doing DoorDash. And for a while there, I was hesitant on doing it. Now, my daughter in Arizona suggested that I give it a try again, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I used to do the same thing with Lyft and Uber, it got to the point where I turned off the rideshare part of it and only did the deliveries. But at the time I had my Ford Flex and I was going through more gas than what it was worth me driving. I now have a Jeep, a Grand Cherokee Jeep, that seems to do better on mileage and gas. So I'm debating if I wanted to do Lyft and Uber again. Because I know when I had my Flex, I was breaking even, if that. But so far, for the last 4 days, totaling almost 7 hours, I made $63 and like 15 cents, something like that, for 6 hours worth of work during the past 3 to 4 days. So for me, it might not be for you, but for me, I'm okay with that, doing DoorDash. So I'm trying not to make this video too long because I know people lose interest after about 10-15 minutes. But it is what it is. But I didn't like the fact that with Lyft and Uber, I could not bring any of my protection items that I keep for myself in case I have to defend myself. Okay, and now here's another example of Lyft. Okay, had to pick up a customer, and he was getting me to go in a different direction than what the app was trying to tell me to go. That should have been my first clue, but I'm the kind of person that I really try not to judge. In my opinion, in my faith, it's not my job to judge, that's God's job. When we all die, we gotta answer to some kind of higher force or whatever it is you believe in. Me, I believe in God. Okay. My choice. But I had to go pick up a customer, and like I was saying, he's having me go in a different direction than what the app's telling me to go. And I'm like, sir, I have to follow the app. Then he has me stop at the store Which, Lyft and Uber, I give credit. If you're sitting at one place too long, they will send you a text message asking if you're okay. You know, naturally, I told them I was okay, told them what was going on, blah, blah, blah. They said, okay. Finally get to this guy's destination. He didn't get out the car. And he ended up doing a drug deal. He was picking up drugs. Needless to say, I had him exit my vehicle, left, spoke to Lyft, told him why I left the customer where I left him, and told him I'm not having drug deals done in my car. Okay, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, I'm not a saint. I've made mistakes in the past, made some recently, okay? The last thing I need is to get arrested because of somebody else, because that's not going to look good on me. Cop would be like, how could you not know this person's doing a drug deal inside your vehicle? I like my car. Understand me? I like my car. I'm not fond of cops. I'm not going to say I don't like them. I respect them. Okay? At the end of the day, they want to go home too. I'm the kind of person that I don't like bothering cops of any form of law enforcement, for that matter. I don't like bothering them unless I have a question to ask them or I actually need their help. Other than that, I don't bother them. You know, I'm driving along, I see one next to me, he or she would see me looking, they wave, I wave back. Respect, okay? So I do respect them, I do respect the job they do. I personally rather not deal with them unless I need them. Okay, that's what they're there for. Okay. But like I said, as soon as I left them and I got into a safe location, I immediately called Lyft's support and told them, I go, look, this person was doing drugs. I don't want to be matched up with this person again. He had me take him to a location where he was literally doing a drug deal inside my car. I'm like, no, get the bleep out or I'm calling the cops. You're not doing that in my car. He was obviously buying stuff. And like I said, I immediately told him to get out. I didn't want no part of that. Like I said, I'm not the perfect citizen. And I've made mistakes, but no. I like this side of the forest. You know, and a couple of years ago, there was a guy doing Lyft. It was all over the news. He did Lyft and he got carjacked. Unfortunately, they found his body. I don't remember the outcome of that. I don't know if they found the person who murdered him, or allegedly, or the alleged person that did it, whatever. But that's the other thing I worry about doing the rideshare part of Lyft and Uber. I don't know who's getting in my car. Okay. I don't know if somebody has a manic depressive, schizophrenia, and anything can happen. And then they're sitting behind me. Now, I keep dash cams in my car that also see the inside, you know, but still, okay? That's not a guarantee of helping the authorities catch the person. Now, the other thing, Lyft and Uber have is they allow you to share your ride with whoever you feel comfortable trusting. They can follow you with their app. Okay, I also have an app on my phone that I share with my son and a trusted friend. And I have another app also in my phone that I use for text messaging that I share with my daughter, so they know where I am, what's going on, because I'm not getting any younger, okay? I'm not. Fact of life. So, those are beneficiaries to me. Now, I know and understand that I'm still running a risk walking up, making a delivery to someone's home, bringing them their food, or shopping for them and then bringing those items to their house. So yeah, I know I'm still taking a risk. I understand that. But, you know, it falls under it is what it is. I have to do something to make some kind of little bit extra money for myself. You know, and that's why I said this is liable to be my last update vlog on doing DoorDash. I'm happy with it. I like it. It suits my needs. You know, I'm not going to say it's for everybody because it might not be for everybody. It's definitely not something you can make a living off of. Like I said a little bit ago, everybody got bills to pay. Okay? Rent, mortgage, utilities, car insurance, phone bill, health insurance, got kids to take care of. Everybody got some kind of bills to pay, whether it's one or two bills or multiple bills. Okay? Everybody got bills to pay. I'm not the only one. And I never said that I was. So, like I said, DoorDash right now seems to be helping me with making a little bit of money to help stretch out my monthly check a tad bit longer, so I'm not dipping into that, because the way I have it set up is with my bank is I have a bill pay account and an everyday account, so that way I'm not taking money from my bills to do something fun. Again, that's where DoorDash is coming in. So now I'm not taking any money out of either of those accounts. Whenever I want something, I'm using my DoorDash debit card. Okay. Or my DoorDash debit/credit card. Okay. So, there's that. And I'm okay with that. You know, I just wanted to share my experiences, you know, with it, why I like it, and how it's working out for me. Okay, like I said, it's working out okay for me. It may not work out for you. It's definitely not something you can live off of. My daughter in Arizona, she has a full-time job. She was the one that suggested to me, like I said, to try doing DoorDash for a little bit of extra money. She does it for when she wants to put gas in the car, or more so for when she wants to go buy lunch or whatever for her and her daughter. Excuse me. So, you know, it's like a little side gig for her. You know, and that's basically what it's falling down to for me. A side gig. So, obviously I'm going to be editing this video so I can try to do a breakdown, because I can't video drive and show you the breakdown all at the same time. I hear sirens. Oh, ambulance coming up behind me. But I'm going to sit here a minute so the ambulance can pass, because our light just turned green, but ambulances and police take priority. So, like I said, DoorDash is working fine for me for the little bit of stuff I want to do. You know, get a bite to eat, or like yesterday, it was my son's treat. We went out to dinner after our workout. And if you're ever in Jupiter, I think it's in Jupiter, Florida, off of I-95 and Donald Ross Road, next to the LA Fitness, because that's where we were yesterday working out. Check out the Moon and Tide restaurants. If they have that restaurant wherever you may live, oh, the food, magnifico. Okay. I had the chicken teriyaki. My son had the lamb. Total bill came to $62.04 that my son paid for, and he left the waitress a nice $20 tip, I think it was. Our waitress name was Mackenzie. Really sweet girl, lady, woman, whatever you want to say. But for what he had and for what I had, and soda, great. You know, the food was phenomenal. Okay, I loved it. He loved his steak. We sampled each other's food. It was great. The plating was fantastic. You know, and like I said, that was my son's treat. But like I got segued off subject, so let me get back on subject. So that's what I'm liking about DoorDash. You know, take myself out to eat, or go somewhere with my son, get a bite to eat somewhere. You know, I was able to kind of do that with Lyft and Uber, but it was just wearing me out. You know, wearing me out. So I stopped doing Lyft and Uber for a variety of reasons. Main thing is I could not bring anything for protection, not even pepper spray. You know, couldn't do that. They sent me into areas that were questionable, shady, or bad neighborhoods, and I couldn't bring something to protect myself with. Yes, I know inside my car, something goes down, I can just step on the gas and drive away. I'm gonna flight/run before I actually have to stay there and fight. Which I rather not have to fight. I'd rather just leave the scene and then call the proper authorities when I'm in a safe location. And I know I'm still risking that doing DoorDash, because now I'm walking up to people's homes. But then Amazon, Post Office, FedEx, Ups, they're all doing the same thing. They're taking a risk going into people's homes. But my main thing is I was not comfortable doing the rideshare part of it with Lyft and Uber because of the reasons I stated a little bit ago. Okay. It was not safe. I wasn't feeling comfortable. I could not bring anything with me for protection. Now, all three of these apps, whatever you want to call them, Lyft, Uber, and DoorDash, they don't pay you cash. It goes directly through the app on a prepaid card. Like I have their version of a debit/credit card. So any monies I earn automatically get loaded onto that. So it's not like I gotta worry about cash. That would be a rarity, okay? So that's good. I know I'm at about 35 minutes. I was hoping to keep this short, but it is what it is. So, like I said, it's not like I gotta worry about cash. There were a few times people paid me cash, or more so gave me cash tips. You know, a couple of dollars here and there. One customer gave me like a $10 tip, you know, which kind of helped. You know, instead of putting it through the app. Everybody likes cash, so that didn't happen very often. But I was happy and grateful when it did. Now, so far doing DoorDash, I have not gotten any cash tips. Like I said, because everything goes through the apps. And with today's world, with all the craziness going on, I rather everything go through the app. That way I'm not carrying cash on me. So, again, like I said, that's where DoorDash has been working out well for me. And like I said, this will probably be my last blog on this, on doing DoorDash. I just kind of wanted to update everybody on it. And like I said, for 3-4 days of working, totaling about dashing time from the moment I turned on my app, because I don't get paid when I turn on the app. I get paid once I start doing deliveries. And I have a total of like 10 deliveries or something like that. But for a total of 6, almost 7 hours worth of work over 3-4 days, because I'll work about 2 to 3 hours, because that's about how long I can last before my back starts bothering me. Because what happens with my back is, if I don't pay attention to my body, or to my back for that matter, and it starts spazzing, and if I continue to stay in my car and push myself, then my right knee will start spazzing. Now, granted, doing DoorDash, you know, they give you opportunities to take breaks, you know, when you need to, which I have done that, but sometimes that does not always help, you know, to do that, which is why I would work the 2 to 3 hours, and then I'll stop for a couple of hours. You know, like from my house to my son's job to pick him up, it's a little more than a half an hour. So that's not bad. You know, and then like I said, almost 7 hours over the last 3-4 days doing DoorDash, making $63 and like 14-15 cents, whatever it was. Pretty good, I think, for me, for what I want to do with it. So probably when I get home, after dropping off, getting my son and heading home and dropping him off at home with me, I may or may not turn my app back on. I'm going to give myself a chance to rest, relax my back, and I'll probably do some more later on tonight. If I don't do any tonight, I'll do some more tomorrow, after I drop him back off at work tomorrow, or when I get done with church. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm almost at my son's job now, so I'll be closing out soon. Thank you for taking a ride with me to go pick him up. Sorry I can't keep this constant eye contact with you all, but I gotta keep my eyes on the road. You know. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please hit that like and subscribe button for more stuff, whether I'm doing a blog, a vlog, whatever I'm sharing with you guys at the moment. If you've been with me for a while, thank you for your support. I really is appreciated. And keep hitting that like and subscribe button and that notification button, because all that helps me build up my YouTube channel. YouTube right now, I'm not making any money off it. I'm just doing it as a hobby. Will I ever make money off YouTube? I don't know. You know, I don't have very many subscribers. Now, I have had a few people here and there. I've been doing YouTube on and off for a couple of years. I've been relatively consistent with YouTube for about, consistently active for about 2, maybe 3 years now. You know, so I'm up to like 643, 44 subscribers at the time of filming this video. So there's that. And like I said, I'm not making any money off YouTube at this point in time. So right now, it's just a hobby. I do not have any sponsors, you know, or nothing like that. So you hitting the like and subscribe button and joining my channel, I really do appreciate it. And it does help me out a lot. You know, so straightening out my car. I try not to park on an angle. But, I think, like I said, I'm going to leave it here. Had you guys with me for almost 45 minutes now. And I'm going to go walk around the store because I do need to stretch. And I will talk to you guys later. I will be trying to do a breakdown, including my breakdown in here when I edit this video. So stay tuned, watch. I do have a camping event coming up next month, like I said. So stay tuned for that. It's a camping / drone event. So stay tuned for that. Hit that notification button. And see you soon. I'm rattling now. Like I said, I'm gonna go inside the store and pick up my son. And I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you enjoy this. If you have any comments down below or questions, feel free to ask. I'm still trying to get a video in definitely once a week. I'm gonna try to do that twice a week. I don't know. I'll see. I'm trying, but it is what it is. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned. Again, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see you soon. Later. Bye. Now, over here is where you see the breakdown. You know, it has my start time when I logged on, my active time doing DoorDash, actual hours I've worked over a 3 to 4 day period, which worked out really good. So, go over it if you want. You know, it's the best way I could have tried breaking it down, so I hope it makes sense. I've did, like I said, it's showing my active hours, the time I was actually doing DoorDash, to the time I ended. My grand total was the 63 and change, or 68, whatever it was, 63. And then my actual hours. And mind you, I was doing this for like 3 or 4 days or so, and I only worked like maybe 2 hours, so there's 6.5 to 7 hours we're seeing is a course of over 3 to 4 days. So for me, it's beneficial.